Just stay on. Mitul Shah is also with us. By the way, this is a 60% drop that Maruti has seen in its EBITDA compared to same time last year. And even raw material cost as a percentage of sales has gone up both year on year and quarter on quarter. So 80% right now compares to 79% last quarter and 74% same time last year. So it's definitely raw material price pressures that are really hitting the margins. Mitul Shah, who is the head of research at Reliance Securities, joins in. Mitul, multi-year low in terms of margins, 4.2% compared to, the 10% it used to enjoy same time last year. You think this is a start of some sort of a down cycle for Maruti, given that it has so many pressure points? And what would you do with the stock now?
See, I agree with you to some extent. It's a multi-year low, and there is a definitely much lower than street expectation. Also, we estimated 6% EBITDA margin. It came below 5%, so it's a negative surprise. But as we all know that because of the semiconductor issue, it is beyond a company's control, or even entire passenger vehicle is facing this issue, which we see seems to be for a 1 or 2 quarter issue or impact on a temporary basis. Otherwise, in general, passenger vehicle demand in a country is very, very strong. No doubt there is some competitive pressure also because of the new product launches by competitors. But apart from that, demand and penetration level in country is so low that we expect this segment to continue growing in the range of 15 to 20% for next 2 years, barring this year where the semiconductor issue is yet not resolved completely and still there is uncertainty. So because of this one-time impact, these people are not able to pass on the cost escalation as well as operating leverage is impacting margin. We believe that going forward, stable margin, which company used to enjoy 10% plus may not come, but like a 9 to 10% range is very much possible in FY23. So that's why we are not much worried about this quarterly performance. And as indicated by earlier speakers, there would be downgrade in the earnings, but stock would not react much as we believe that majority of these negativities are priced in at current valuation.
Okay, so that seems to be the moot point, and the reason why the stock perhaps is higher is that the street was aware of all of these issues, and it's something that perhaps has been priced in. Maruti has been a big underperformer this year. The one-year chart for Maruti will come through, and these are reasons that are well known and documented. The semiconductor shortage, the market share threat that Maruti is facing as the onset of new products come into both the SUV as well as the electric vehicle segment, and the production hit that Maruti has taken as well because of the semiconductor shortage. All right, got that. But Mitul, this point you were making about the demand upsurge and eventually how Maruti's growth rates would come back, can you say that with a fair degree of certainty? Because at this point in time, it seems like competition is taking over a lot of their segments, whether it's the SUV space, it's the sedan space. We've seen so many new launches. In electric vehicles, there seems to be no major game plan that Maruti has. Won't that be a concern from a long-term standpoint?
It's a very interesting point.
Major game plan that Maruti has. Won't that be a concern from a long-term standpoint?
It's a very interesting point you highlighted, Sonia. Here we believe that electric vehicle is ramping up across the globe, but still to become it sizable to impact the overall industry, it would take another 3 to 4 years or maybe 5 years. And we believe that Maruti has a strong tie-up with Toyota through Suzuki, where the Toyota is also a global leader in EV space. So wherever we feel that industry will become sizable, they can definitely get support from Toyota on EV technologies. But before that, we believe that industry, due to high fuel prices, will switch slowly, which has been the case to CNG, and where the Maruti is a pioneer. So next 1 or 2 years, even CNG will pick up, and where the Maruti has been gaining the market share. And we believe that Maruti's margin in that CNG vehicles would be slightly better than the normal vehicles. So company is planning to come out in CNG in various successful other models, including some SUVs and all. So where we believe that next leg of growth for next 1 or 2 years should be supported by this CNG kit and that type of strategy.
Okay, one important the highlights from that. Mitul and Prakash, thank you so much for joining us and analyzing Maruti's numbers. So in case you joined in late, Maruti has reported a very weak set of numbers. The top line growth is fine, about 10% or so. It's really the margin pressure, multi-year low margins at 4.2% compared to 10% same time last year. Multiple reasons for that: higher commodity costs, lower capacity utilization, semiconductor shortage has impacted the earnings this quarter around. With that, it's curtains down on this edition of Mid Cap Radar. We'll just take a short commercial break and come back with more.